I thought this was the best time to shoot some videos since one of my roommates stepped out, and not that they don't allow me the space to create freely or, don't have any background noise. It's just, I felt like over over the span of these last few weeks, months, man, I've gone through these evolutions that are just insane, man. And I wanted to, my creativity is putting it out through the word, my lovely gift of gab that I have, and put it into my content to share with y'all out there in the infinite void of whatever this game is. But today I wanted to just talk about synchronicity, man. I must be the master of synchronicity. So many things happen in my life that line up and I realize, and it happens so much that it happens sometimes to the point where I don't even, like, I realize and don't realize. Like, I witness it so much that it's become to the point where I like have to literally consciously not allow myself to realize. That's so funny to say, but I just wanted to talk about synchronicity and how when paying attention to synchronicity in your life is an important way to know that you are creating, or the things that you're trying to create, or the things that you're using through the law of cause and effect are happening in your life. So I'll give you some examples from my own life, and these are also paying homage to my old channel where I feel like I didn't do well in just explaining because I was almost like trying to generalize the information, and I just felt like it made me sound too similar to people. So now on this channel, I want to just 100% give it the way I would give it. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to explain everything. So for this story, I have to change the place that I'm planning to move to now, but I'll just say it's Colorado since that was a funny life story in my past. But synchronicity, you want to look for synchronicities in your life because, like people say, manifestation, creation, whatever you want to call it, law of attraction, this was how it will start to show up in your life. And for me, there was a night where I was staying up to like 3, 4, maybe 5. I think it was 3 or 4 a.m. And I just was having the time of my life looking at videos. Now remember, Colorado is just the placeholder. I was looking at videos of Colorado and I was just enjoying it. I'm like, dude, I want to move here. All the reviews are good. Everyone is saying this place is amazing. And whew. Now, it's not actually Colorado. I don't know if Colorado is amazing, but we're using that as the placeholder. I actually kind of want to use a different one, but now that we've settled with Colorado, it would be easier to understand. So I'm like, boom, I'm getting the same feelings that I got before to move there from, like my current living situation where I live now. I got all those feelings to do it again. I created it, blah, blah, blah. So with Colorado, quotes, this place was shown to me in dreams a long time ago, like the rolling hills, the way the architecture of the buildings are and how the buildings are set up in this place, and just the beauty of the nature and everything. And I said, oh my goodness, I need to go here. I actually had a dream like months beforehand that were telling me, like pointing me, when I decoded the dream, that were pointing me in this direction to go there. And I'm like, all right, I need to end up in Colorado by any means necessary, but I know it's creating because this is coming from my subconscious mind. So it already knows I want to go there, and I'm going to make it happen because I make anything happen in my life. And you need to know you can do it too. So anyways, this night that I'm sitting up watching videos on quote unquote Colorado, I said, you know what? I'm going to do this for myself. Since I know that I manifest and I'm just an absolute god and beast at it, I'm going to say that I need to meet someone out here. What are the chances? I said, you know what? Prove to me that I'm not losing my mind, which I know by this point because, I've been psychic forever. I need to run into someone who is from this place. I need to run into someone who's from fake Colorado. I need to. I'll call it placeholder Colorado. I just thought about that in my mind. That's why I paused. Placeholder Colorado. I need to find someone who is from placeholder Colorado. I let it go. as the techniques I use, letting it go helps me. I was also in, what's the programmable state, man? I've been through this knowledge so much that I'm losing brain space. I think it's alpha state. I was in alpha state. Is that the programming state? When you're sleepy, you're half in and out. That meditative state that you want to put yourself in when you create all this. I'm in that state. So it's coming natural. I'm like, you know what? Let me run into someone from Placeholder, Colorado. Okay. The next day. And this is how you know. You never know how it's going to come. The next day. We get up and we decide, you know what? We've never checked out which I would like to check out in a cult shop, but we never checked out a spiritual store out here. And I said, you know what, dude, we need to check out like some of the crystal stores around here, but the ones that are really going deep. And there's never been one that I've found that has quite hit me since the one that I went to when I was in Florida. So I said, dude, I need to run through one of these shops and absolutely just fall in love. And the one I went into in Florida, the vibe, the windows were blacked out. They didn't play. They were for their shit, man. Oh my gosh, we instantly connected. It felt like family. It literally felt like family. And I knew they felt like that because we were talking about it, man. Feel like family. I will actually give their business card right here. It's in my thing. It actually fell out one day, and I realized that maybe it was for a moment like this. But if you're ever in Florida, go to the Looking Glass, a new age shop with a twist, 2317 Central Ave, St. Petersburg, Florida. And their phone number is 727-498-8611. Love those guys. Love those guys. The Looking Glass, a new age shop with a twist. And of course, a new age is like, again, smart business move to me because people think all this knowledge is like new age, but it's really ancient. So like it'll pull in people who have heard that, new age stuff, but we all know it's ancient. So I love them. Absolutely love them there. I can't remember their names. Which sucks, but maybe I'll give them a text. Anyways, so we go and find a shop out here like that. And boom, I go in, I'm like, bro, I'm not pulled to any of this. Like sometimes it'd be feeling like scams. It just does, it just, when I'm in these places, even when I ask the people certain questions, it's like a test, bro. It's like I'm constantly just testing things. And that's what it is. I'm just like being a scientist because that's what you should be with this stuff. You create reality, so the mind is all. So I'm over here like asking, I didn't ask anything at first. We just walked around. There, by the way, in this shop, I don't know if they've had shoplifting. Oh my God, they kept their eyes on me. I guess that's what I get for picking black in the character creation. But they did the whole shopping while black thing. Man, I was being grilled by it was like a couple of them. But it's crazy because I came in with the most bubbly energy. Who knows? Who cares? Whatever, right? But right, it stopped and we ended up talking to the magical lady that we're going to talk about in a second. But we're going around the store. I'm telling my roommate, yo, I'm telling her, hey, I don't really feel anything here. Like, I just don't. I'm not, because me, the level I'm at within this whole conscious game is just like, I know all of this is from my mind. So I've been so, and this isn't a disrespect to whatever level you're at. Whatever level you're at, and you always level up. But I'm at the point where I realize it's just my power going into this stuff. So it just, these things are like if I had a staff and it's just amplifying my power. But anyways, I didn't really connect to anything in the shop, and we're walking around and I didn't even really want to go. Turns out we're walking around and this lady has her own herbal teas and stuff, and she's giving samples and blah, blah, blah. And it's like this glittery, sparkly tea. Shout out to her. So amazing. So we go up there and boom, we start talking. And next thing you know, I'm in here gasping in the store, spinning around because, man, I'm exaggerative when I run into the things that I create from my mind on 100. I'm sitting here loving it. My mind is blown. I'm like, yo, because she ends up saying how she's from fake Colorado. And I go, no way. I was just creating this last night. I kid you not. And she goes, well, That's the universe for you. Welcome. It doesn't surprise me. And this lady ends up being the most amazing person. Like listen to this. I told this story on my main channel. She ends up literally telling us, yo, well, when you want to go to like fake Colorado, let me know. I got a landlord there. I could put in a word for you. Here's my Instagram, blah, blah. And she was still on the business shit. Don't get me wrong with her stuff. She seemed like, but she is a people person. She was down to earth. And it didn't feel like that down to earth that's like trying to sell you some shit. And yeah, it felt really amazing to have that happen, because that was created from my mind. That was the example that it just synced up as a synchronicity. One thing started leading to another. And what's crazy is another thing that happened in that store that was so nuts was I said, yo, they got no owls and moon stuff in here. That's what I said, right? Tell me how a couple walks past me and literally goes, oh, look at this owl and moon. I really love the owl inside the moon. I almost fucking dropped my jaw to the floor, bro. Like, this stuff is so cool. And yeah, man, I feel like I could take this video and just like multiply it 100 times over other footage. But I'm telling you, like, it's insane. Like, it's really crazy. And it's just I could tell this story, honestly, I think as many times as I could. I just love it. It just is insane. I met her and she completely recommended the place, said she's lived there for years. It was freaking awesome. She thought she would never leave it. She totally recommended for us to go to this place. She said the events that they run there are amazing. The people, the environment. She said, she said it just like I would explain things to people. You got your bad apples. You got your bad areas. Blah, 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 blah. But we know what this is. We know at reality and how it works and how it is flips around to your mind that you'll be fine. No, like, I totally recommend this place for y'all. So, loved it. Blew my mind. Felt really good. And that is pretty much the story. And now I know for a fact fake Colorado is where I'm going next, man. I totally miss, I'll give you guys that. Fake Colorado is on the East Coast. It's not really Colorado, obviously. Hopefully you know that by this point. So I just miss the East Coast. I don't really like living over here by the Midwest and the West. It's not too bad. Like, I love where I live now in terms of like the experience it's been. There's nut stories that have been here, but I just feel like it's time to move on, But anyways, thank you so much. Subscribe if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you want more stories like this, or just let me know things that you would want me to talk about. And if I, take a look at them, I'll give you my perspective on them. All right, love you guys and gals. Peace.